Myself, Sandeep Reddy, again in front of you to deliver another video lecture on the topic polynomials. So guys, about this polynomial, I am telling you one truth. Most of the students having doubt in this term algebraic expressions and polynomial. And what is exactly that doubt which I will clear today. You know guys, don't think so. This polynomial and algebraic expressions are totally different topic. They are not totally different topic. This polynomial is a part of this algebraic expressions. So I am going to start my topic polynomials with this term algebraic expressions. So you guys once look at here. This is the introduction part. So in this algebraic expressions, okay, what is the algebraic expression exactly? You know, most of the time we are saying anything else algebraic expression, but not like that. You know, algebraic expression built up from numbers, variables and operations. Any expression which is built up from numbers, variables and operations. Like whatever you are thinking about the numbers, variable and operations, those you apply and make any of the example, and that will be the algebraic expression. Like I am writing 1 plus 1 upon x plus 3. Anything you write, whatever in your mind is coming, that you write. Don't think so it will be correct or not. Definitely that will be algebraic expressions. Okay, but this is related to the numbers, variables and operations. Here you see this is the number, variable, and these are the operations. It can be addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, no matter. Here division is also there. So you guys, you think x plus 1 upon x plus 3, it's an algebraic expression. In my mind, another thing is coming, x square minus 4. This is also algebraic expression. Okay. Another thing, x plus x is to power 1 upon 2 minus 3 into x coming. It means this is also algebraic expression. It means finally we reach at one stage that what is the algebraic expressions. So the guys, algebraic expression is whatever in your mind is coming. In your mind is coming that related to the variables, numbers, variables and operations you write. Suppose I am writing here another thing, x raised to power 100 plus 1 upon y minus 4. This is coming in my mind, that's why I have written here. So x raised to the power 100 plus 1 upon y minus 4. Here two variables, numbers, operations, powers, all things are there. This is also an algebraic expression. So guys, whatever we are writing related to the variables, numbers and algebraic expression, that is algebraic expression. All those things are algebraic expressions. Okay. So whenever you are watching this lecture, you sit with one copy and pen here and you start to write. You 10 algebraic expressions make by yourself. You pause the video and write 10 algebraic expressions, whatever in your mind is coming. Okay, but it should be algebraic expression, not different thing. Now afterwards, I am coming to the topic polynomial. So you know guys, after algebraic expression, polynomial. Polynomial is also the part of algebraic expression. It's a special type. It's a special type algebraic expression. And what speciality will be there? That I am telling you. In this polynomial case, polynomial is also an algebraic expression. But suppose I have written x raised to power 1 upon 2 plus 3 x square minus 4 x plus 1 upon x minus 3 and root x plus x square minus 3. Here I have written 4 algebraic expressions. Out of these 4 algebraic expressions, I need to take out polynomials. Which are polynomials? So the polynomial definition I am telling you, in all the algebraic expression in which the power of variable, point be noted, power of variable coming as a whole number. Power of variable is coming as a whole number. That algebraic expression will be polynomial. Here power of variable is 1 upon 2, that is not whole number. So this is not a polynomial. Here power of variable is whole number, so this is algebraic expression and this is also polynomial. But here if you will simplify this, then x plus x raised to the power minus 1 minus 3 will come. Here power is not a whole number, that's why this algebraic expression is not a polynomial. Here again you see guys, x raised to the power 1 upon 2 plus x square minus 3. Now two things, at one place power is not a whole number, at another place power is as a whole number, but in algebraic expression power of all the variables must be whole number for polynomial. So this is also not a polynomial. Got it? So what speciality is there in the polynomial? Polynomial is also an algebraic expression, but though it's a special type of algebraic expression in which power of variable is coming as a whole number. So here guys, you see this is one and only one example out of these four which is polynomial. Now one more thing, all the polynomials are algebraic expressions. You see all the polynomials are algebraic expressions, but all algebraic expressions are not a polynomial. Write down in your notebook, all the algebraic expressions are not polynomial, but all the polynomials are algebraic expressions. Now I think so properly worked that what exactly the polynomial meaning. Now guys, after coming on this topic polynomial, further polynomial we have divided in two categories, like one on behalf of their maximum power and one behalf of their number of terms. Okay, in case of polynomial, first of all I am telling you the degree of polynomial. So for example, our next topic is degree of polynomial. Polynomial I am denoted by px. It's p for the polynomial, x in variable x, in single variable. In double also we can take x and y. In triple variable also we can take its our choice. So degree of polynomial, what is maximum power? Maximum power of variable. Maximum power of variable, like x square plus x plus 4. Here degree of polynomial, degree of this polynomial px is equal to 2. Here power 2, here power 1 and here power 0. So the degree of this polynomial will be 2. And suppose I am writing here x square plus x cube plus 4. Here the degree is of polynomial 3 because maximum power of variable is 3. And one different kind of example I am telling you in which 2 variables and 3 variables are coming. Most of the students having doubt in that kind of examples. So like I am writing x square plus x square y square plus y square. Now here you see in this polynomial, this is also polynomial. Okay, plus 5 I am writing, and afterwards one more different kind of example I will tell you. First, here if you are looking that maximum power is 2, but you see guys this case, here one is x and one is y, 2 is coming total power. Here total power is 2 plus 2, which is coming 4. So we will consider this power 4. So the maximum power of this polynomial is 4. Maximum power of this polynomial is 4. So degree of this polynomial is 4. We will not see this single variable. Now here 2 variables are multiplied, and we will see those 2 variables and we will add their powers. If 3 variables will be there, then we will add 3 variables power, but those variables should be in multiply. Then we will add their power. So here these 2 variables x and y, they are multiplying their power. We will add Okay, we are not applying any rule of that powers and all. That is different topic. But here, in this case, this xy is also variable for us, different variable, and their maximum power will be the sum of the individual powers. Okay, one more example of degree of polynomial. Suppose I am writing here x square plus 5 raised to the power 10. Most of time, not always, most of time students are writing the degree of this polynomial is 10. Not. You see what we have studied in the definition of polynomial, the maximum power of a variable. Point be noted, power of maximum power of variable. So here variable power is 2. So the degree of this polynomial is 2. So degree of this polynomial is 2, not 10, because 10 is the power of constant and we are talking about the power of variable. So guys, I don't think so you have doubt in this algebraic expression and polynomial. So very simple topic is this polynomial. Now further, on the behalf of terms, behalf of their power, like degree of polynomial we divided further in these parts. You know, if suppose the degree of any polynomial is 1, then that kind of polynomial we will call linear polynomial, like x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 5, x plus 100, no issue, x plus 100. This is the linear polynomial because degree of this polynomial is 1. Here you see maximum power of a variable is 1 only, not written, it means 1 we can write. And another quadratic polynomial, the polynomial whose maximum power of variable is 2, like x square plus 2x plus 10. X square plus 2x plus 10, you see maximum power of the variable is 2. So this kind of polynomial we will call quadratic polynomial. Now you see cubic polynomial. I am writing x cube minus 9. This is one type of cubic polynomial. Here degree of polynomial is 3. Like degree is 1, degree is 2, degree is 3, degree is 4, degree is 5. Cubic polynomial, that polynomial will call cubic. And another is quartic. Quartic polynomial whose degree is 4, x raised to the power 4 plus 16. And the degree of the polynomial 5, like I am writing x raised to the power 5 plus x. And it can be any, but it should be the polynomial. It can be any, but it must be polynomial. Okay guys, now I am coming to the point again, the degree of polynomial. Again I am telling you, degree of polynomial, it means the maximum power of variable. Okay, if maximum power is 1, linear, 2, quadratic, 3, cubic, 4, biquadratic, also we are calling sometime, and quadratic and quintic, that is degree 5. Now on the behalf of the terms, we divided. If one term is there like x, that those kind of polynomial will call monomial, like I am writing 4, I am writing 1, I am writing minus 1, I am writing 0. Okay, these polynomials are, these kind of polynomials will call monomials. Suppose terms are 2, like x plus 1. Here 1 and 2 terms are there, or x square plus 4x. 2 terms are there. Polynomial, binomial and trinomial. As name indicate, tri means 3, like x square plus 2x plus 3. Here you see 3 terms are there, 1, 2, 3. Negative also can come, x is cube minus 3x plus 1. This is also trinomial. All these are the polynomials only. Okay, what we are studying? The polynomials. It is further divided on the behalf of their number of terms and behalf of their degree of the polynomial. Okay, okay guys, in this behalf of their degree and behalf of their terms. Now, in monomial case, we will discuss two kind of polynomial. constant polynomial and one zero polynomial. Guys, these two polynomials are very important. I am telling you, most whenever in competition exams questions are coming, most of them on zero polynomials it is coming question. Okay, so what is the constant polynomial? Any constant number which we are writing, that is like 1, 2, minus 1, 1 upon 2. All these are the constant polynomials, and the degree of the constant polynomials is always 0, because if we are adding 2, okay, so degree of the constant polynomial is always 0. Why? Suppose I want to write 2, x is equal to 0, I can write x is equal to 0 value is 1, so it is 2 only. So here degree is 0. Degree of constant polynomial is always 0. Degree of constant polynomial is always 0. And then what is the zero polynomial? Zero polynomial. Zero polynomial is number 0 only. Number 0 is only the zero polynomial. And the degree of this polynomial is not defined. Reason also I will tell you why degree is not defined of zero polynomial. Okay, 0 I can write 0x raised to the power 1. Then also 0 will come. 0x raised to the power 2. 0x raised to the power 3. 0x raised to the power 4. I can write up to infinite also. Here, very difficult to determine what exactly the degree of this polynomial. It is not easy task. If we are okay, this multiply by x 0. This is also 0. This is also 0. Which number we should consider the degree of this polynomial? 1 or 2 or 3 or 4? We don't know. Exactly, we don't know about this. What is the degree? So that's why the degree of zero polynomial is not defined. Guys, degree is not defined in only this case. In constant polynomial, always degree is 0. Okay, and so degree 0 here, then degree 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and further, so on up to infinite can be. So this is the topic. I don't think so now you will face any problem related to the algebraic expression and polynomial. Okay guys, you prepare your questions on this. Okay, very simple topic is this of maths, but you try to understand the fundamental of algebraic expression and polynomial. Okay guys, bye. Here you see guys 3 examples. I am telling you about these 3 examples before to complete this video. So y plus 2 upon y. This is not a polynomial. Okay, just question is asking about this. Is this polynomial in one variable or not? This is not a polynomial. Why? I am telling you. In simplified form, 2, this y will go upside, then its power will be negative. So this minus 1 is not a whole number. So this is not a polynomial. This is not a polynomial. Why? Because all the powers of variable are not in whole number. Okay. And one more thing in this video, in this example, this is one variable. This algebraic expression in one variable, not a polynomial. Now you see this one. In this is polynomial, but not in one variable. Here 3 variables are there, x, y and t. Okay, so this is polynomial and the degree of this polynomial is 50, maximum power of the variable, but this polynomial is not in one variable. This is polynomial but not in one variable. Another, here suppose I am asking what is the coefficient of x square. Coefficient means the multiple. So multiple of x square. Leave the x square, the remaining part of multiply, that is pi by 2. The coefficient of x square is pi by 2. Okay guys, now you solve your exercise. All the best.